welcome back to another coverage of Opus 22 in Hope. I am your host Fish, joined by the effervescent and bearded wonder, Paul Fallon. How's it going?
Oh yeah, me. Yeah, no, great, yeah, thank you very much. Great to be here, great to see everybody online. Hello everyone, hello JK Duff, hello Great British Video Gamer. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you all, guys. And we have got a very interesting round one for you. Well, go on. You are, okay, sorry guys, we're going to do a quick mute. Sorry about that, guys. There was a question about tasteful nudity. Interesting.
It's all tasteful, that's the answer.
Jenny is our people champ, and she's going to be running Mono Water Vikings in this round one.
Yep.
And we have also got Gareth running his Fire Lightning Cadets, which is very interesting.
Exciting stuff, great matchup, very interesting to see what both of these players will do. We've had both of these players with these lists on before, but they've probably refined them, and who knows, they might even be taking them on Saturday, which, if you don't know what that is going to be our first store celebration in the UK, I want to say.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. So join us live, guys, from around 10:30. I think we'll be going live.
That'd be great.
And we will bring you live coverage. It's going to be about 5 rounds, maybe pushing 6. We're not quite sure, but with a top cut as well. So please join us for that.
Exciting stuff.
In the meantime, guys, we will go over to the gameplay table. We will give the players a thumbs up, and they can start whenever. And let's hope I've got them on the right rounds. Let's not. Nope. Let's just change that, guys. You don't have to, Don't look at the mistakes. The mistakes are fine. So, as I said, Gareth is going to be on the left, Jenny on the right. Cadets versus Vikings.
Very good. Yeah, no, looking forward to seeing what they come up with here. I think the time has just started, so
we're
you
officially
guys are good to go, and off they are.
Yeah. So, played Jenny a few times for this. She is very quick to get to her Viking line. She can either go super board heavy quickly, or she can sort of go with the, I think, 9 backup she might be playing.
As many as 9 in a mono water, that is basically unheard of.
Well, the days of Siltra are long gone, and it does make me awfully sad.
Try not to hide the sarcasm too well.
But in Water's defense, I mean, you do now have the Warrior of Light. Or we can just go straight into the Vikings. So let's see if she can hit off the top. She certainly can. It's going to be a draw on entry and draw on leave. So
yeah, that's probably the best Viking you want to hit, unless, of course, you want to cascade again and again and again. That'd be nice.
I mean, that's awful brave, but with just 12, can you maybe go a bit too far with it?
Oh, that's it. I mean, you've got to be careful how many are in deck, how many you've seen go, how big your deck is. But, I mean, more often than not, it's worth just trying your luck and spinning those top 5 and seeing what happens.
Yeah, but Jenny is not the people's champ for nothing. We do love it when she lives dangerously.
Absolutely. And, 2 forwards and a backup, turn 1. Very comfortable, very acceptable for a cost of just 2 cards from her hand. That's
And especially when one of those is a dead card, being an Ash that will not see play yet.
No. Very good to have, but just yet, not turn 1, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's see what Gareth comes up with now.
Now, we have seen Gareth go quite explosive with his cadets, but he's going to take a couple of turns probably to have to set up to get to that point.
That's right. Jenny's already put a bit of an aggressive state on the board. Turn 1, you have 2 bodies to deal with, and if you don't answer it, you're taking 2 damage.
Yeah, but I think Gareth is sticking to his game plan. He's just going to chuck out a Mew, go searching for Mitsuki, I believe.
Yep, that's the 4-cost Mitsuki. That's interesting. The one that reactivates every time something leaves the field. That's going to probably come up a lot in this game, because Jenny's bodies are quite weak.
Yeah, well, you say that, we only need to see a Faust and potentially a BK, and then all of a sudden it's a different game altogether.
Absolutely.
So, yes. And again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You can catch the VODs on our YouTube as well, which you can find at, next to mention, Hobby, Media and Games. I always get that almost mixed up every time, so I have to take a quick second just to think about it. But there we go.
Nice segue there, Fish.
I try,
Okay.
Now, I don't think we're going to see that Mitsuki from Gareth yet.
No, I mean, it's a 4 CP backup with no immediate refund, and that's all. If you're going to play one of those in your deck, the best time to play it is early on so that you can recoup the advantage later. But that is going to be, 6 cards committed from Gareth's hand. Okay, he did get one back with Mew, but it's going to be quite tight. And I think... Oh, no.
Okay, is that...
Kalia Cheval?
Yeah, going searching for the other...
Poor man's Mew.
Yeah. Now you're going to make me spell Kalia's Cheval, aren't you?
KH.
Yeah, I know it's something like that. There he is, and it's this one.
It is that one.
Oof. Not the best card searcher in the game for nothing, folks. Yep, going after another Agita to get to cadet just to try and round out that line. But Gareth does usually want to try and get a couple Type 0 cadets in that backup line.
Well, that's right, yeah. I mean, at the moment he's gone for the two main colours of his deck, which is probably the smartest thing you can do in any multicolour deck, really, if you have that choice.
Yeah, now right there we've seen I believe that's a Cater and a 9 hit damage. So those are two pretty impactful Type 0 cadets for Gareth. Now, both were not best thrilled with this matchup, but...
well, that's exactly why we chose them, right? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Play your worst enemy and your worst matchups, because that's where the most fun is.
Well, absolutely. This is, variety is the spice of life and all that. So we did a Thordan.
Oof. Jenny discarding both a Lena and a Leviathan to play that Thordan there.
Again, just a little too early for those, but you would be remiss if you didn't include them in your mono water deck.
Yeah, now there's that new Machina as well from Gareth there. Doesn't cost the extra because he got no forwards on the field, but tap one and put it into the break zone. Choose one forward, deal it 7,000. That could be pretty big.
I mean, that's more than enough for quite a bit of things to choose from. I mean, it's not going to kill everything, but at the same time, that is a nice option just to have. Okay, and we're going into Irvine.
Yeah,
let's just remove that Lena Viking combo. Lena Leviathan combo, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be probably not seeing that see play anytime soon. So Jenny might result to just hard casting the Leviathan at 9 CP.
If at all, yeah. I mean, it's usually only ever cast via the effect of Lena these days, but it can still be paid for naturally if you so desire.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to, right? Let's be fair. If you don't, sometimes you might just lose the game, and 9 CP is not too much of a price to pay to get around that.
Absolutely. I mean, if you have the option, you pay for it. It doesn't matter what it costs, as long as you're still in the game. Okay, so we're going into Una, and then a free
Alchemist.
Really
yeah,
nice, and then a free BK on top of that as well.
Just all of the free things from Jenny there.
Who needs to consult the numbers in the corner? Just throw them onto the field for free.
Yeah, exactly. Now BK is one of those ones that just means that they take no ability damage, which is real nice. Thank you there, Paul, saving me from not typing the stupidest thing ever. But there's the BK. So yeah, coming out for free due to the costs there.
Looks like we had a Brynhilda on EX to pop one of the Vikings.
So Gareth getting the draw, and this again though, as much as Gareth is on 4, he's still very much in this game. I mean, he's got 3 backups, he's colour fixed, and he does have an Irvin still, so SFX could be possible.
I mean, it is only SFX at the moment because Jenny's quite rightly kept her break zone trim. There's only one card in there. It is one character. It's half of what Irvine needs to become powerful, but half isn't enough, so here we are. Let's see what Gareth can come up with, though. There's probably some other valid play that he can do. Streamerline coming in now. Can't see round corners.
No, so we know he's still got the Mutski, I believe.
Yeah.
But that is about all I can see.
Yeah. Looks like we've seen Carla go into break zone. It's one or the other, right? I suppose Carla or Matsuki. It's just to get named backups down onto the field.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we still have LB decks there somewhere as well. We can't see them quite on the screen, but you'd probably expect, Zach probably, maybe Lightning to recur some sort of Lightning summons.
Absolutely, Cloud as well. I mean, that is just such an unquestionably good card in Limit Break.
Yeah, and from Jenny's side, obviously, we're going to be seeing the Leo and the Tidus. The Tidus being hugely impactful for her, because obviously, if you're gonna pay for the 9 CP Leviathan, why not pay 8 and get a Tidus and 2 draws?
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. So we're gonna warp Bastinian.
Okay, yeah, warp Stini.
It's not going to be too impactful quite yet, but
it's if there are no other valid plays, it's perfectly fine to put that down as an option. I mean, it is going to be punching over pretty much anything Jenny can offer, so more than likely it is going to be trading for a Viking to give Jenny a card draw, but at the same time it's still pressure. Very cheap pressure.
Or, and hear me out here, it's going to attack once, hit on the EX burst, and then lose all its abilities or get bounced and then do nothing.
That would be, consistent with our People's Champion vibe we got going on with Jenny.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gareth's committing to something.
What you got there, Gareth? Come on, lay it out. You're going to need a few more blockers here, I think.
Yeah.
Just to stem the tide a bit while you might. Ooh, okay. This is a sink.
Okay. We'll just let that sink in for a moment and...
Oh, he's not the best colour man in the league for nothing, folks. So, it's not got the boost yet. So it's still only 5k. And
That's
it's not going to be breaking anything on attack either. So,
But at a colossal 5k, the minuscule 2k of Viking seems quite irrelevant at this point. I mean, it's good to block that at the very least. It's something.
Yeah, but I think that's the EX Burst Leviathan in Jenny's hand there, which is a minus 1k power for each water character you control. So that could
pretty
be
huge. Okay, so going into Warrior of Light, maybe we're going to get another Alchemist?
I would say so here, because now you're on 5 backups. Your EX Burst Ash are completely live, and also your Viking is now 2k bigger.
Yeah, you cannot argue with that logic.
Not just the Viking, the BK too, and that's going to be quite tough to deal with.
Okay, looks like we've pivoted instead over to the Viking, which lets you do the top 5 cards of your deck.
Oh, Jenny doing champ things by spinning. Let's spin again, Jenny. But then she's discarding a Viking for it. Will this be a whiff?
So I think we've seen about 5 or 6 Vikings come across now, so the deck's looking pretty thin. Oh!
Yeah, I think...
Unfortunate.
I think we were very thin on the Vikings there. But that's just the risk you pay when you want to live dangerously.
That's it. I mean, I'm the kind of person who could run 45 Vikings and still whiff on that flip, so...
Yeah, I kind of agree with Duff there. Probably would have gone into the backup ramp and maybe hit the Tidus later.
Yeah.
But we have got the Van, which is going to minus 8k power on the Irvin.
Yep, and that's... Jenny's really in charge here now. I mean, only 3 more damage required with 5 bodies on board is a very comfortable place to be.
Yeah, Jenny going, I wouldn't say exactly aggro, but putting that pressure on real early, and Gareth is now reeling, and I'm really not sure this Estinian is going to be enough to stem that tide.
No, that's right. I mean, you get your 2 attacks off. I think Jenny's completely empty-handed, so there's going to be, at the very least 2 blocks, probably a 1 card draw, maybe... Yeah, just the 1 card draw, but that's okay.
Guys, while you're in the chat, get Rip ready, because I think that Estinian's going to hit in the X Burst. Just calling it now. Let's see if I can do a Sam Jacko and call in the X Burst, shall I?
Oh, okay.
I'm reckoning probably just a Kookalane.
Just a
Kook.
A mere simple Kookalane.
Just a mere Kook. Just to turn off the abilities of the Estinian so we can attack again. That's what I'm reckoning.
Yeah. Okay.
What is Gareth thinking? Again, we don't know what he's got in hand. I mean, a Cloud wouldn't be too terrible here.
I think just to stem the bleeding somewhat,
Yeah.
You've also got access to the Machina 7k, which may be worth considering. I think... No? Okay, I thought he was going to go for that then.
The BK would stop the damage.
Oh, of course, then...
Okay.
Queen.
We have a Queen.
We have a Queen.
Das Queen.
So Queen is going to be haste on that turn.
Yeah, and...
Oh, and we're dulling 2 of them to play 9?
Yeah, so on entry he's going to get a bit of removal with that. How much is he going to get here? So 2,000 for each.
0 cadet.
So
8k reduction. He chose Warrior of Light. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Was that or BK, right?
So we're going to try and attack. Is it the Kook? It's not the Kook.
It's not the Kook. And neither was that. Oh, I think that was a Warrior of Light to search.
Yeah. So
backup. Yeah, there we go. Now we're ramping.
Sure.
Oh, we're not? No?
No, get the free one, Jenny. Surely you get the free one here.
I have a feeling she might only run 2,
Oh, okay. So Loppet just to help her dig that little bit more. It's a shame, but...
It's a decent card to have on low hand, I'd say. And, just to give you 1 or 2 cards closer. to that dream answer.
If those cards aren't light cards in Gareth's hand, I think he's remiss if he doesn't play a Cloud here.
Yeah.
If he can.
Okay.
But no, he's just passing.
I mean, he's got 3 cards in there, and there might be that Ami that he's waiting to completely turn this game around with, which would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous game at the moment, having only 2 blockers.
Yeah, exactly that.
So let's see, Estinian's rolled back to his usual just 8k.
I think you could quite easily get away with a Tidus here. And maybe just hit the Estinian.
As if by magic.
Yeah, there goes Jenny digging in that LB deck.
So yeah, we're flipping off 3 of those undesirables. So we're going to need a card from hand from Jenny, yep, and then another one for the kicker cost, which I assume she's going to pay.
Yeah, well, it's got to be 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there we go. There's the lock rate. So, choose a backup, put it on top. Choose a forward, put it on the bottom. Draw 2 cards.
It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. And I think Gareth's... It looks like he's got the Ami. I mean, it's a real shame to Amaterasu something that's higher than 8k.
Yeah,
but I mean, I think keeping his board intact was worth it in that instance.
Yeah, that's it. Because right now, at least he's got enough to block and survive this turn.
That's right. Okay. So, yeah, I think Jane's just passing turn there.
Yeah.
Quite happy with the...
I think she had to, but you couldn't really force it unless you went sort of party swinging.
Well, that's it. I mean, she's in the lead at the moment, and she doesn't need to force anything. She doesn't need to rush. She's not in any worry.
I think the issue is now Sync is live. You've got 9 that is live.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the problem is Gareth can't overextend either.
No, that's right. I mean, he is very close to lethal on himself, so he does have to play this quite cagily, quite careful. I mean,
Sync does have Brave though.
Sync does have Brave,
so that's some removal with still a blocker.
That's right. I mean, we're just trying to decide what exactly they're going to put the target on there. So how many Class 0 cadets are we talking at the moment? We have 4?
5, 6? No, 5, because he's got 2 in the back line as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Now he just needs the 0 cadets for Sync, his characters basically, so I think you probably just attack and break. It's choose one character, but you're not going to go after the backups here. I think you just break the BK so that at least you've got that Mackin alive as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think you got to limit the buffs and manage the board one step at a time. Ooh, nice correction there, guys. Thank you very much. Saves me getting up.
I don't know. They're still moving slightly to the right.
Well, if I take my glasses off, it looks great. So I'm gonna settle with that, I think. But okay.
So Duff calling for top deck and a Susano. To be honest, mate, I don't think Gareth is running Susano in this deck.
No. He may, but I've never seen it.
No, I think maybe he might be running the Demon, perhaps.
Yeah, that's a decent removal option.
Which would be pretty impactful here if he can get rid of the BK.
Mm-hmm. Of course. I mean, let's see. I think BK protects Van as well, right? So
yeah, because
he's a pirate. Yeah, of course. There we go. Okay.
Oh, and he's just passing without the Sync attack. That could have been at least one less forward to face down, but Gareth sat there now. Am I missing something here?
That's just he's got the 3.
Oh, no, he would need the 7, of course. He hasn't got 7 on the field.
No, that's right. There it is.
That's cards right in front of you, Fish. Read it. But,
okay, what are we going with?
I mean, hard cast Leviathan here, and you probably win. But I don't think she's got it because she sent it to the bottom.
Okay, Ash
At 8k.
Pretty significant.
I mean, taking out the Sync doesn't hurt too much.
I mean, your choices are Queen and Estinian, right? So, I mean... Estinian, yeah, I mean, that thing still will attack for 18k.
Yeah, exactly. It's really nice to see this EX Ash come back into being in some sort of mono water list as well, which is pretty nice.
I'll say so, yeah. I mean, it's always been a good card, but, I mean, mono water... it never goes away for long if it does go away. You know,
Yeah.
it dips in and out quite regularly.
But Jenny just happy to shoot a shot across the bow and then pass turn.
Mm-hmm.
Gareth given another breath of life. What does he have? So he's got a king in break. Thinking he's just pulled a tray here.
Yeah, that seems wise. I mean, that would up his count by 2 as well. Making sync live would be pretty significant. Oh, yeah. Okay, so tray into maybe king, and that would be your cheapest option. But then, what would you actually break if you were Gareth here, swinging brave?
Probably still the BK.
Yeah, I'd say so. Just because that gives other cards annoying lines of text.
Yeah, exactly. As much as it's free, I would still prefer that gone because it gives you other options to kind of hit your opponent with. So, but he's still not quite sure. He's trying to math it out, and I'm not sure he fully can, especially if he's going to give up that. But there's the tray.
There's tray. We're going to go into Jack.
Okay,
That's one we need to look up. That
don't see very often.
I think he's been all of 3 times in the game. Yeah. Okay.
Jack deals your opponent. Oh, so doubling the damage if you.
Okay, and the Jack was just merely fodder for the Ace, which is an infinitely better
way
card.
Better, yeah. Ace is so good because now you can discard for a doll. But I do think Sync is now live as well.
Sync is absolutely live. It doesn't. Okay, so what are we going to do first? So yeah, Ace can dull at any given opportunity.
Yeah.
9 has done his thing. Queen gets a buff on attack, I want to say. Oh, she becomes untargetable on attack.
Yeah.
So,
but no Brave, and I think if you attack without Brave here, you're probably giving up the game. So I think you...
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we've got the
Cuchulainn at the start of combat. That's pretty devastating for Gareth there. I mean, I think that's...
yeah.
It wasn't guaranteed for him, but it was definitely his best option. Oh, and okay, we're gonna
EX Leviathan.
EX Leviathan as well, just in case.
Yeah, minus 1k for each character there.
Yeah.
It is this guy. I do like this one. I wish I could get him in my water deck, but sadly, it's just not got enough characters.
That's right. I mean, I remember back in the day with Veritas, when Opus, when that came out, there was a mono water deck that played all sorts of things, and that was definitely one of them. Good times.
So, Gareth facing down, potentially lethal here. There's another Viking. Let's draw for some answers. Because we haven't seen an anima yet from Jenny.
No,
and she is running 3 of them.
2 CP anima is not a bad thing at all.
Problem is, though, is that you are going to give Gareth a draw, which means that
yeah, I mean
more fodder for Ace.
That's right. Yeah, I mean another dull is pretty.
And Jenny just hoping to take Francis and not force this through.
Okay.
Now, again, Sync with the Ace gone. No longer live. He needs at least one more. Sorry, not the Ace gone. The 9 gone.
So it looks like we've got a Brynhilda in hand, which would be very nice as soon as BK isn't a problem.
Yeah, exactly that. That BK is stalwartly defending these Vikings at the moment, but it still does feel kind of bad if you're not getting the draw for Brynhilda to be wasting removal on Vikings.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, would you pay Brynhilda for a Viking? Really?
I mean, if you're guaranteed a draw, I think it's less bad. But if it was just wasting it on nothing and no draw, then it would feel terrible.
Yeah. So Jenny having a nice sensible 8 forwards on board right now. That's
yeah, 8 forwards are not attacked in 2 or 3 turns.
Who needs them? If you make a nice intimidating wall, you just put them there.
Yeah. Now, Duff, I don't believe that Jenny is playing Siren just because of the amount of forwards that she's running.
That's right, yeah.
But we do still have, you are right, a Lena Leviathan combo, but she's only got 9 cards in her bin, I believe. So.
That's right, that Irvine early on's done its work, I think.
Oh, no. I think you might have to run over there because that doesn't kill that. Sorry, old bean, you do not get to Brynhilda while BK is on the board. Oh, it might be abilities, actually. Might be abilities. I sent Paul running for nothing. Abilities, isn't it?
Abilities,
yeah. So the Brynhilda was fine all along. So I just made Paul gain some extra steps for absolutely nothing.
Not for nothing.
Again, though, still only 1 forward gone, and Jenny is still sat there on 7. You can't attack here if you can, surely.
You need to.
He's going to try it. He's
swing ace draw. Okay.
So is he maybe just thinking that he can draw enough to make them tap down?
So, I mean, if you do the maths just right, Jenny does need to land 3 attacks exactly.
And he's got potentially 3 dolls in hand and 3 draws. Sadly, can't see what that damage was because it's just off screen.
I believe it's a 2 CP Viking that draws on entry.
Sure, okay then. And pass. So Jenny still sat with an impressive board, but we are completely even on the score.
That's right. I think we're just waiting for that one particular summon to answer a few things.
Yeah, so I think just any summon here, right? A Leviathan, an Anima, just anything that lets you get rid of one blocker, you push for win. And to be honest, I don't even think she needs to be that sort of restrictive either. She could just start poking with Tidus, because if that dies, you just play another one.
Yeah. If in doubt, play another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gareth's got 4 cards in hand here. To dulling 4 things would be nice, but losing 4 cards from your hand, I mean, you've got to win next turn, basically. That's the.
Don't forget, though, that dull also includes giving one of your guys an additional K.
Oh, okay, that can add up on the right blocking circumstance. We're going to go.
Yeah. And there is that Leviathan.
There we go. Okay,
but
so.
if you want rid of a blocker here, you're going to have to choose. Yeah, it's going to be the Queen.
Oh, Queen's good choice because now Sync loses her break effect.
Well, she didn't have that anyway because we lost the 9. So
oh, that's right. Yeah,
6.
we were down to 6. We're creeping down to that.
But the Sync is still on 9k. And Gareth now has another card to boost it and dull.
Okay.
So he's got a full grip there. And that could make the difference. And then we can see as well, the 9-drop Leviathan is in the bin.
Okay.
So we are just waiting on the second Lena.
We need 2 more cards in bin at the moment. I think we're at a healthy 11 on Jenny's side.
And we do need it to be exactly 13 to get it off. One of those being the Leviathan.
Something, there is an argument sometimes that maybe Ash is enough to bring out with that effect if you don't have access to Leviathan at the time, but it's Leviathan 99% of the time, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was also quite crazy enough to be against an ice list where everything was dull and frozen, including my monsters, and I brought back Miwa.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Turn them all forwards and let's attack. So, again though, Gareth sat on enough cards to dull down quite a few things here. And we're going to start with the Tidus. I think this is a good choice. So I do believe someone gets a K. I might be wrong though. Let me just double check it.
Yeah, so it's
choose a forward.
Ace gains a K.
Oh, okay, so that's unfortunate, it being dulled down. I probably would have left that active and not attacked then. But
I suppose it's the card draw on attack makes it worth it.
It is a difficult one because you're on a kind of a knife edge.
Now both players really winding their game back now and just playing very carefully.
I mean, it's quite crazy to see this difference in game. Oh, okay, so we have a Trey S effect.
Trey S effect, 9k to BK. No response from Jenny there.
Yeah, and Trey goes and blows up the BK. That's one less. Now, this is completely different to the last time that we had the stream going, where no game went past 15 minutes.
I know, now we might have to tell him it's turn 0 soon.
Yeah, we literally have 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock as of now.
Wow.
So, Ash going in for the poke. Hits a nerve in, that could be pretty big.
I mean, now these Vikings are just printed cost, and, they're quite sticky. They're going to stop a bunch of attacks going through.
The problem is that this deck that Gareth has can be quite explosive with a lot of haste. So she can't be too over ambitious here.
I mean, in theory, Gareth could play one haste card and discard the 4 from his hands to swing for a clear board.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see what goes on there.
That Irvin, as I said, could have been massive. That Jenny is probably sat there really happy with that.
Absolutely.
But there's that queen coming back down.
So there's queen.
Can we get to 7? Because queen does have haste.
Queen now has haste, yeah.
Oh, we're just swapping for the more powerful version of Sync there. Dulls down a Viking.
Yep, just dulling.
He wishes it was freeze as well. Jesus, that'd be busted.
I think Gareth's going to go for it. I think that, he's just weighing up the options and the amount of time left. Nobody wants a double loss.
I hope he's been training in the Matrix to dodge them experts. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yes.
He has 3 cards in hand, and he has 3 attackers now.
And 3 cards he needs to dull.
Yeah.
I mean, Jenny will absolutely block with any one of those given the chance, so...
He's got 2 cards in hand still. That could be a removal. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
So
that
king.
One can't attack or block this turn.
Yeah, exactly that.
And I suppose... Yeah, that's okay. I mean, now we have 2 blockers to deal with.
But now I think you're not winning, right?
Well, potentially Gareth can, on swing, draw another card, then opt to
Oh, yeah.
dull.
Yeah.
There we go. And
then
opt to
there's
dull
the other
again.
one. So no
here we go.
EX burst and Gareth takes this.
Okay.
Didn't see any. Just gonna blow up the unit backup. I don't hate it.
Oh, Leviathan, 60p Leviathan. Unfortunately, it's not enough. I mean, it depends what else Jenny's got in hand. There might be some kind of back attack option. A Miwa would be hilarious right now, just to reactivate everything.
And that is officially time on the round as well. So this is down to the wire.
We've got Paul McAvoy on there, giving them the table judging goodness, which saves my legs.
Yep, there it is. So turn 0 is likely going to be Jenny. If Gareth. If Gareth passed, Jesus.
I think Gareth needs to finish it off right now. I think.
And I don't think he can. I don't think there's a way to give that king haste. And
Sync can still attack.
Sync already did it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
That Leviathan honestly may have just saved Jenny in this game.
Yeah.
But Gareth does have 2 blockers.
Yeah. Now we're eyeing up that old limit break deck. We're just going to see if we can stretch the game into turns 0, 1, 2, or 3, just to give Gareth that extra time to send it home.
Yeah, I think he's just thinking, let's play a Cloud here.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud's a sensible bet, just to get rid of an option.
Yeah, you probably just, you get rid of the Viking, you've got an additional blocker, you can take 1 point of damage, and Jenny has to be real careful herself. That Una going could be pretty big. Are we going to see the limit break Cloud here? It's only a queen in hand, because obviously it got bounced. But the queen does also have haste. Oh, what a tough decision. I would not want to be in that driver's seat, that's for sure.
No, I mean, it's been a very intense game, actually. We thought it was over a lot sooner than it actually was, and here we are, still basking in the glory of what these 2 have to offer for us.
Yeah. I think you just have to play the Cloud. I think that is your only choice.
You play the Cloud. I mean, Zach can kill a Viking, but you don't want that. You don't want to give Jenny the card draw at this stage of the game.
But then the Cloud's just going to break the Viking anyway, right?
Well, of course it is. I mean,
you can still break the one that would flip, which is...
That's right, yeah. The one at the very bottom of your screen there is the thing to break. It's also got a base of 4k, so I mean, you would have to put the other 3 Vikings together and something else to get over, even just a 6k forward,
Yeah, exactly. Unless she top decks the Faris and then hits through. Yeah, we're going with it. We're
going into Cloud. Are we?
Oh.
I would.
I mean, what else can you play? You don't play the little Leela here and the Zach.
No, definitely not.
It's a bigger body for for something to try and get past. Just break the Viking on the right, at the lower end of your screen there, folks. Yep.
It's gone. There we go.
So 5 attackers, 5 points of damage. So just needs 2.
No, there's an Anima and maybe a Lena. Yep, she's just counting up. I think she's just on 13. So we are just ready for.
I mean, the Anima would be enough.
The Anima would be significant. I don't know. Do you want to give Gareth the card draw though?
Oh, I suppose yeah, because then that gives you the ace stall. Yeah, you're right.
I think what's Jenny's trying to do here is just make sure that maybe the ace gets bounced if she is going to do the Leviathan thing, just so that there's no further card draws to stack dulls on the way out.
Yeah, exactly. Because in theory now she can get rid of the ace and a backup, -9 on 2 things, and attack through. Oh, but we're going with the van instead.
We're going with the van. So
we still got the Lena in hand though, right?
Yep, still got Lena in hand, still got 3 backups, so I think that Jenny's just being very careful, and there we go.
Yeah, here we go. Let's hit that Lena, and that is the end. Jenny taking absolutely no chances.
Yeah, nice to see it being played very carefully and safely. You know, nothing worse than rushing into what you think is a win only to stumble at the last hurdle.
Yeah, and sadly, guys, as much as we would love to get the People's Champ on for an interview, sadly, with the time being up on the round, we're going to have to probably skip that and go straight into round 2. So let's just go crazy, get rid of the ace.
Ace back to hand,
yeah.
A backup back to hand. 2 things are now 9k smaller.
And
off
just
a handshake.
not existing. Vikings go. No
off a handshake.
Yes.
There we go.
I don't know what the expert, Gareth could have possibly gone for there, but
unless somehow Ixion is an EX person I've just not noticed. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, exactly. But what a fantastic game by both players there. As I said,
really fun watch. Really good to showcase of their abilities, and they're both really trying to use as many lines of text available to them as possible.
Yeah, exactly that. No. So with that, guys, as I say, we will not have time for an interview, but we will go to a quick beer back, and we will be with you with round 2. Catch you in a bit.
Stay tuned.